OTTplay लिस्ट है तो हिट है Hey there, welcome to another special podcast, List Hai To Hit Hai, where I bring to you a special theme every single day. Yes, of course, and I'm your host, Nikhil, with you. Today, I want to discuss about Mike Flanagan's horror projects. Yes, his meteoric rise as the proverbial father of horror is a testament to his spine-chilling narratives that have altered the very essence of horror movies. So, here are some Flanagan's most compelling works that surpassed our expectations. Stay locked. The first film is Absentia. Flanagan's debut film narrates the story of a pregnant woman played by Courtney Bell who grapples with the absence of her husband. But the film is also about the many creatures with dark motives that lurk surreptitiously over our daily lives. Absentia was crowdfunded via a Kickstarter campaign as Flanagan and co. could not cobble together enough funds to complete the film. On its release, Flanagan was lauded by audiences and critics alike for elaborately exploring the human subconscious. The maker's definitive approach to horror that leaves one with unsettling feeling went on to be his signature appeal in his following works. We at OTTplay have rated this a 6.0 and you can catch it exclusively on Tubi. Next up, Stephen King's vision came to life with Flanagan's adaptation of the 1992 suspense novel. The story revolves around a woman who has been handcuffed by her husband moments before he has a heart attack. Deserted by her loved ones and with literally no one to rescue her, she descends into a dark place where she is fraught by memories of the abusive men in her life, which include her husband and her father. I'm talking about the film Gerald's Game. Flanagan plays out the female's lead's inner monologue with such gut-wrenching precision that one can actually vicariously realize her state of mind. In fact, her deepest fears are projected so vividly that one can't help but empathize with her helpless situation. We at OTTplay have rated this 6.9 and you can catch this on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. Alright, the next film, Flanagan's second feature, Oculus, is considered by some as one of the most sophisticated horror movies of all time. But did you know that this supernatural thriller is actually based on a short film Flanagan made as a student? The concepts of reality and illusion have forever been the crux of Flanagan's narrative. And here, the source of evil, which happens to be trapped in a mirror, doesn't claim its victims but alters their perception of reality. Flanagan renders a paralyzing effect through his style of storytelling. While some of the tropes may seem obvious, what he achieves through Oculus has literally elevated the genre and inspired many filmmakers to experiment with form and style. We at OTTplay have rated this film a 7. The next one is an OTT series, The Haunting of Hill House. Arguably his best work, Flanagan's Netflix series is a modern retelling of Shirley Jackson's chilling novel. From the plot, character development to dialogues, every aspect of the series was pitch perfect. Much like Oculus, The Haunting of Hill House left much to the audience's imagination. Each episode in the limited series was developed for a purpose. Flanagan managed to convince us through this series that horror can easily be delivered in a story when there is lack of love, companionship, and when one is fraught by a sense of isolation. The show was such a hit that Netflix was compelled to greenlight the second series, titled The Haunting of Bly Manor, that went into production soon after. We at OTTplay have rated the series an 8.8. You can catch it exclusively on Netflix. The next one and the last on my list, Midnight Mass. One of the most loved horror series of 2021, Mike Flanagan's Midnight Mass has got the nod from critics and fans alike. The 7-part series, streaming on Netflix, revolves around a man who returns to his hometown years after his involvement in a drunk driving incident that continues to haunt him. Simultaneously, a mysterious priest makes his entry into the same town. Much like Flanagan's The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass combines elements of horror with biblical references and also alters our concepts of death and grief. A series has an OTTplay rating of 2.8 and catch it exclusively on Netflix. Alright, that's the List Hai To Hit Hai theme-based podcast for today. I shall be back again soon. Until then, it's your host Nikhil signing out. Aaj kya dekhoge? OTTplay se poocho. OTTplay List Hai To Hit Hai.